Hey y'all. Good morning. Oh my god. I've been awake since literally like 3 a.m. and it's like 6 right now. And I just wanted to update y'all really quick because I didn't want to leave y'all with a bunch of sad crying videos, but I want to update you guys on where I am with my integration because I feel like it's reached a state of not completion, but like I understand, or I understand rather, like what the fuck what I've just realized. I've learned so much about myself, but this is just what I want to focus on. So basically, what I've learned that I look like, or how other people perceive me as to why they treat me the way they do, is because people always knew that I wasn't loved properly. Even when I was a kid, I feel like people knew that I wasn't in a good, like the best spaces or whatever, and maybe they just felt like, okay, this is too much work. And people nowadays, they're like, okay, this person isn't loved properly, so it leads to a lot of friends kind of giving up on me. I've had countless people tell me like, we split as friends, and they'll tell me like years later, like, Zen, I could never be a good friend to you. I'm so sorry. Like, I love you, da da da, things like that. And I'm really grateful for those moments where people tell me that because it makes me realize like that it wasn't like just solely something I had done. But my point is that knowing that sounds painful, like, oh, nobody wants to deal with you because they recognize that you have not been loved properly and it's too much work to love you. That is not a bad thing for me to realize. What it helps me do actually is realize that, like, okay, I'm not saying that I have to like make myself just weak and vulnerable for people to just come in and use me, because that's not why God has given me all these, tests and trials, so that I can gain all this damn wisdom and experience and discernment and boundary setting and shit like that. I think it's been pretty intimidating lately because people say, okay, this girl is good on her own. She doesn't need me. So they leave me because they think it's too much work to love me. And they also leave me because they think that I don't need anyone. But like, it's like, I do. If I come off like a certain way, it's because I'm trying to protect myself. If I'm the only one in the world loving me properly and protecting me, don't you think that's a big job for me to do by myself? So it's kind of fucked up, but it's like, at least I know. At least I know, okay? So that I can move through life with a little bit more clarity as to like what I want and need, and just, even if I have to just reject so many situations and people and shit, it's like, it's better than keep getting abused. Because I don't want you guys to think that I'm just getting on here like, oh, woe is me, I went through all this shit when I was a child and growing up, and that's why. Like, bro, I'm only 27. It's not that old. First of all, it's not that much time that has passed, for me to like heal and like enjoy some type of like opposition to all the fucking stress and trauma. But as an adult, I still go through trauma. Like, I told y'all, every time I get with around people, whether it's romance or friendship, weird shit happens. Like, I was just hanging out with a girl, and those who know. Those who follow on other social media platforms like Twitter, Insta, y'all should know about what the fuck I'm gonna talk about. But this girl, literally, that I was hanging out with, becoming friends with, straight attacked me and tried to rip my wig off and tried to like fucking, I believe she was possessed, y'all, but that's a whole nother story for another day. I was hanging out with another friend a few weeks ago, and me and this friend, we got together, and he liked me, and he would always try to like kiss me and stuff like that. And I'm like, bro, like, one day he asked me like, I really want us to be together, like, I like you. And I was like, well, I don't really want to be in a relationship with you. You're not, you're not really my type, but we are great friends. We should be friends. Because he was a Virgo. And I was like, we are great friends. And he was so stoked about being friends because he's super like cool. He's not a real macho guy. So he's like, oh, yeah, like, let's be friends. He's Mexican, and we like a lot of the same things. Like, he has a lot of female friends that he doesn't date. So I thought that, like, okay, this is going to be great. I have like a cool male friend that I can do shit with. So the night we hung out last, which was just 2 weeks ago, I was like, yo, I'm trying to record this video. It was probably a little bit over 2 weeks ago, actually. It was like the day before Halloween or something like that. I don't know. But I was like, yeah, I was trying to make this vlog, and I recorded a little bit. So I'll probably edit it and drop it on my other YouTube channel. But basically, he ended up like sexually assaulting me that day. He just wouldn't take no for an answer. and he just kept like grabbing me and trying to kiss me, and it was so disturbing. And we were out late at night in downtown LA. He was so like annoyed with me not giving him what he wanted that he literally just like went separate ways from me on the train or whatever, and I was like by myself going home. And I literally have the messages where he texted me the next day, like apologizing for what he had done. And a couple weeks before that, I was hanging it with a guy who I've had like a fling with throughout the past couple years because he lived in another state. Then he moved back to LA. And this nigga literally tried to rape me. Let's just use the word. I think I can't use that word. I don't know if I can use that word on Instagram. I'll put that it's not for kids. I don't know, y'all. But I'm just trying to be honest. And I literally, because he came over to chill and watch a movie, and before he came over, I'm like, look, I'm on my period, like, da-da-da. He's like, that's fine, we just watch a movie. And I'm like, good, that's perfect. I love the fact that I have a cuddy buddy that'll also chill and just do normal shit, you know. And this nigga, I'm falling asleep and he's cuddling me, and he literally tried to force my underwear down. I'm holding my underwear, like, bro. And I kept saying, like, no, I'm on my period, stop. Like, clearly, I didn't freeze up, I didn't let him, I didn't feed into it. Like, no, this man literally tried to do it anyways. So I'm telling you guys this so that you guys can understand the trauma I face has been so constant. That's why I've been getting so discouraged, because it's like, even when I put boundaries up with people and enforce them, they were forcing past the boundaries. And this has just been happening like after my birthday or whatever. When I was trying to make sure that I was like being social and enjoying free time before I really buckle down and work on some stuff this fall and winter. And that threw me for a loop, and it made me emotionally very vulnerable. And I had to realize that, you know, I had to protect myself even from those types of situations. And it's left me in a position where I feel like there's nobody that I trust to hang around or be around. So that's the aftermath of my heart chakra awakening and my like deep soul retrieval, like dark night of the soul kind of moment. So that's where I am now, guys. I feel so much better. I feel more at peace. Like at first, before I went through this, I kid y'all not, like I was in my house, like shaking, biting my nails, like super anxious, trying my best. I take medicine for a low dose medication for anxiety, and I would take my medication and still be like jittery with anxiety. And now I just feel different. Like I feel at peace. Like I was already at peace before these last few times people tried to attack me, but every attack like was taking my peace away, you know? So I feel back calm how I was before these recent attacks happened. I feel fine. You know, I feel hopeful for myself and my future. So I just want to leave y'all with that positive. I just want to leave y'all with that. And thank y'all for listening. Thank you for everybody who contacted me, showing me love and support and solidarity, not just for the causes that I fight for and speak on, but just for me, letting me know you're my family and you love me. Shout out to Bunny. Shout out to everybody that loves on me. Bunny, Emily, just everybody. You know who you are. I can't just rattle off everybody's name, y'all. And I also just want to say I love you to the family members who have been making sure that you're showing me the proper love and the proper attention and support as a family member. You know who you are. Auntie J, Auntie Angel, Cousin Monique, Ray. Like, y'all know who y'all are. You know, I just love y'all so much. You know, ones who put in real effort, real fucking love and effort. Like, y'all know who y'all are. And I'm grateful for y'all because y'all, you know, unfortunately it hasn't been any men or anything like that. My brother Kenny, shout out to him. He tries his best. But like, you know, I just want to just say I love you and thank you to the ones who like really have tried, even though it's difficult with me. So, yeah. Bye, y'all. Have a great day. Peace.